You know, once again, we'll be on record watch, unfortunately, here later on this afternoon. Lauren, the record's 96. We probably won't get there, but we'll get very close. Some forecasting a high of 94 degrees. Heat index values once again today over 100 degrees, but finally some relief is on the way. We have to get through today and a good chunk of tomorrow before we finally start to see some relief heading our way as we head into the middle of the week. 75 degrees as you walk out the door right now. The humidity's way up there. That dew point is at 72 to kind of put that in perspective. That's what you would typically see in Florida during the summer months. It's very, very elevated, and that's why it's so uncomfortable out there. Temperatures anywhere you go here in the 70s, with the exception of 169 shown up there over in the Connorsville area. So I mentioned the dew point. We'll be in the 70s here throughout the entire day, so it's not going to get any better as the day goes on. So it's very uncomfortable-like. Again, it's very tropical-like, and what you find down in the southern states throughout the course of the summer months. And because the humidity's up a little bit, the temperature's up a little bit from the past 2 days where we got to 93 degrees. Today we're probably around 94, and that's just enough to hit the criteria for a heat advisory, and that's why the National Weather Service has expanded that to include all of central Indiana here throughout the day today, and that's in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. So we have the clouds out there in spots. These are just the high thin clouds though that are showing up. Basically, once the sun comes up, it's hazy sunshine throughout the entire day, and the storms throughout the entire weekend have been to our north. Eventually, these are going to start to settle down to the south heading into the middle half of the week as we kind of break down the real core of this hot air that's in place right now. As that happens, those storms will start to drop to the south and we can get some rain back into our forecast. So here's your temperature trend. All you really need to know is it warms very quickly throughout the morning, and then it's very, very hot this afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid 90s across the area. Heat index values as warm as maybe about 105. That would be the peak number. Most of us will probably be 100 to maybe 102 in that heat index range. But anyway you look at it, it's still pretty dangerous. Tomorrow, we're still up close to 90 degrees. It's going to depend on how quick the storms start to arrive tomorrow afternoon. But the humidity is still elevated tomorrow, so it's still a rather uncomfortable day. But watch what happens. Here we go. On Tuesday, a few spotty showers will be possible tomorrow morning. The bulk of the storm activity that will start to build in here throughout the course of the evening hours with some heavier downpours and maybe a few stronger storms. That's something we'll have to keep an eye on for tomorrow evening, and then those rain chances will continue on a daily basis throughout the remainder of the week. No days of washout once the storms start to develop, and Thursday it's probably just a stray storm or two before more build back in for the weekend. But you do notice once those storms do arrive, instead of talking about high temperatures in the 90s, Elena, we're talking about high temperatures that'll be in the low to mid 80s.